So I want to tell you about this, and I'm sure you'll be shocked when you hear it because you probably don't know. There are food you eat that are slowly, gradually destroying your teeth. And after mentioning this food, there's no way you will not have a habit of eating one, especially number four on this list. So listen to me properly as I will explain in details, one after the other, those food you're eating that are destroying your teeth. Okay. And number four, like I said, will definitely shock you because I know you are guilty of number four. So number one of those food is you see soda, see carbonated drinks. This food, carbonated drink, I mean, is something like Coca-Cola. Some of you are actually addicted to Coca-Cola. You can't go a day without taking it. This is like a double trouble for your teeth. Okay. So first is because they are loaded with sugar. And those sugar, bacteria feed on sugary food because bacteria they tend to be drawn to something that is very sugary. So these are the sugar content in those bacteria that in those food you eat that bacteria are attacking. Okay, so soda is equally acidic itself. Okay, so you're basically pouring acid on your enamel, and your enamel and acid they are not in good terms at all. Okay, so the acid over the time erodes your enamel. Okay, so and when the enamel is eroded, what sets in is sensitivity, and that gives access to for cavity to start forming on your teeth. Okay, so you should avoid this food, and this is the reason why you should avoid it. Okay, because frequent drinking of this food keeps your teeth under attack. But I'm not saying that you avoid it or you should avoid it completely. If you must take them, okay, use water to rinse your mouth after taking it. Okay, and avoid sipping. It's not a must that you take it every day. It's not a must. So if you take it maybe 2 or 3 times in a week, but if you must take it every day, like I said, use water to rinse your mouth. Okay. The number two on this list is caramel, toffee, and you see gummy candy. Some of you love lollipop. Like you can't do a day without taking it. If you are to notice lollipop when you're licking it, it can be very sticky to the teeth. Okay, so the stickiness makes it worse than the carbonated drink you take. Okay, why? Because when they stick on your teeth, sometimes they will stick in between your teeth. So they get trapped in there, in between the two teeth. Okay, so that gives bacteria more time to see something to feed on because the sticky nature of it makes it to stay longer on your teeth. And when bacteria are feeding on them, bacteria tend to produce more acid. And the more acid the bacteria produce, the more damages it causes to your teeth. So avoid them because the longer they stay on your teeth, the more damages or harm they cause to the teeth. Okay, so number three on this list is bread, especially white bread. Yes, the bread you eat every day. You notice when you chew bread, it's they have sugar content, some level of sugar content in it. So that level of sugar content, if you notice, you chew bread is sticky. Sometimes they stick on your teeth that you have to use your tongue to keep scrubbing it before they go off, or probably you take something liquid, maybe water, to flush it out. That is when they will go. Even sometimes when you take the water, they still tend to be sticky and to be clinched between your two teeth. Okay, so this feeds bacteria too, and the bacteria like such food that can stay in the teeth for the long. Okay, so frequent snacking on refined all those carbs on refined carbohydrate increases the tendency of teeth decay. So choose grains instead. The number four on this list, like I said, that it will probably shock you, is the fruit juice you take every day. It might be 100% natural, which is good. I'm not disputing that fact. But here is the problem. Juice contain concentrated sugar and acids, and it's acidic too. But unlike the whole fruits, it has no fiber. So it coats your teeth easily. And when people sip juice slowly, they bathe their tooth in sugar. So that sugar is what, over the time, as the bacteria is feeding on it, whatever takes in food will excrete definitely. So as bacteria in your mouth, those bacteria in your mouth are feeding on those sugary food. Over the time, gradually, they are destroying the teeth because they are beginning to attack the teeth when the acidic content of their excrete is gradually attacking the teeth. Okay, so number 5 on this list is ice. Some of you chew ice like a rat that is chewing a granite in the night. This ice, even when some of you are chewing it, you will notice that it's giving you a shocking sensation. But no, probably because of the sound, you keep chewing it. But one thing I want to tell you is some ice can be so strong that they can crack your teeth. Yes, they can actually crack your teeth. And once your teeth is cracked, automatically expose your enamel, which is the sensitive part of the teeth. So that time when you fracture it, the enamel is now exposed. So whenever you eat something, it shocks you. Whenever you eat cold food, it shocks you. Whenever you eat food that is hot, you become uncomfortable. Okay, so your teeth is not a tool to crack something. It's something that you're supposed to use and chew, something that is hard. There's never a time you are recommended to eat something hard. Some of you will keep eating bone, and one thing you forget to know is that over the years of using your teeth to chew something that is hard, the surface of the teeth tend to start eroding. Is in human nature, is natural because you're using it every day. So there should be level or age you will get in life you avoid something that is extremely hard to chew. Okay, so and here is the truth. It's not just about what you eat, it's about how often you eat it. You might eat all those things once or twice or 3 times in a week. And after eating it, you probably rinse your mouth or you brush your teeth. Okay? But everyday intake of all these food, frequently snacking, is much more harmful than eating than eating all those food maybe once or twice in a week. Okay, so your mouth, when you eat all those food, just know that your mouth becomes acidic, and those acid content is destroying the enamel. So if you snack all day, your teeth never recover from it because cavity doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process. It keeps going in, but you might not know. Some of those cavity will be at a spot where even when you open your mouth, you will not notice it. But the damage is still going on. So when you eat those food, if my advice to you is if you can avoid them, fine. But if you must eat them, whenever you eat, after eating them, use water to rinse, gargle your mouth. Then if it's in the night, brush. But remember, when you eat a food, any food that is acidic, you are not advised to brush immediately. Give it some 30 minutes or like an hour before you brush because when you eat acidic food, automatically it weakens the enamel at that moment. So the enamel will take like some minutes or hour to recover. Okay, so immediately if you eat it immediately and start brushing, you are eroding the enamel, so thereby exposing the dentin. So endeavor to clean your mouth when you eat sugary food, floss in between your teeth, limit your way of sugar intake. Okay, then follow me for more video like this and watch out for my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe, follow me and like my videos. Thank you.